Well, hi there, everybody. We've got another 1986 Mets game for you here in 1962, and this is a 12:35 p.m. starting time here at beautiful Citi Field, and got about 26,000, a little bit more here on hand as the Mets continue to compete for potential first place and supremacy in the National League. The Mets are in second place, still behind the Dodgers. Sid Fernandez is on the mound, and Mookie Wilson now is in left field, which means that the Mets are going to be that much harder to face. Here's Tommy Aaron, who swings and misses at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And that just misses inside, 1-2. That misses way inside, 2-2. Swing it, just barely fouled back, 2-2. There's a ground ball third base, and that's a poor play there by Knight. He bobbles that one for the air, and that puts Tommy Aaron on at first base right from the start. Up comes Joe Adcock. There's a changeup inside, 1-0. That curve is blown away, 2-0. Fouled off, 2-1. There's a pop-up. Who's going to get it? Going to be Hernandez grabbing that for the out, one away, and that'll bring up Hank Aaron now. Hank Aaron, so far this season, is hitting .346, that's all. 5 home runs, 22 driven in. There's a fat strike to him, 0-1. It's a fly ball to right, not quite deep enough. Darrell's got that, 2 away. Up now is Eddie Matthews. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Another swing and a miss, 0-2, and has just outside for a ball, 1-2. And that's a little bit high, 2-2. And that's inside, ball 3. I mean, Fernandez is right on the edges of the zone, and there's the swing and a miss for the third out. Fernandez, I'm pretty sure, threw strike 3 at least twice there before the swing and a miss. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Lenny. So I know that Davey Johnson in real life, as Dykstra takes the ball, I know that he would platoon Mookie and Lenny. We're not going to do that. 1-1 now on Lenny. We're going to keep Lenny in the lineup the way he's been hitting. And we're going to try to keep Mookie in as well. 2-1 the count. Here's a little pop-up over to short. McMillan's got that one away, and here comes Mookie Wilson, hitting for the first time this season. And he takes the ball inside, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. That's low, 2-1. Little ground ball over to short. McMillan throws to first. There's 2 away, and up comes Keith Hernandez. 10-game hitting streak for Keith, and he fouls that one away, 0-1. He's also only hitting .467. Little ground ball to first, and it's going to be Adcock going to the bag himself. We go to the top of the second. Del Crandall, and he flies one up and over to left. Mookie's got that one away. Up now Frank Bowling. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Ground ball third base. Knight makes the play this time, throws to first, 2 away, and here is Mac Jones. Hitting .214 is the rookie as he takes a strike. There's a ball inside, 1-1. That's low, 2-1. Misses again, 3-1 now the count. Fouled away, so it's a full count now in Jones. And that goes right down the heart of the plate for strike 3. Fernandez gets strikeout number 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Here's Darrell. Strawberry is struck out a lot. He takes a strike. He's struck out 36 times, leads the majors in that, hitting .327. And that's low, 1-1. And that's hit deep to left, but that's going to be foul, I think. Yes, that curve is just foul. 1-2 now on Darrell. And he swings and misses, and that's number 38. One away, here's Gary. There's a ball low, 1-0. And that's low, 2-0. Fisted foul, 2-1 now on Carter. Ground ball in the hole, maybe. Now McMillan's got a good play on that one. Throws to first quickly in time. 2 away, here's Knight. And that's a ball to Ray, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. That's up the middle. Up the middle for a base hit. So Knight gets a base hit. That's the first hit of the game for the Mets, and up comes Santana. Takes a strike of the knees, 0-1. And that's through the right side for a base hit. And Knight is going to stop at second with 2 men out. No need to try to get thrown out at third base. And that brings up Wally Backman. He hasn't been hitting too bad, 237. But now that we have Wilson back hitting second, we're going to have Backman hit a little bit further down the order. And that's fouled away, 0-1. So the Mets have kind of a version of Murderer's Row. There's really no place in this lineup to hide. There's a ball low, 1-1 on Wally. And that's low again, 2-1. Fouled off, 2-2. And it's popped up, that's going to go out of play. Still 2-2. And it's a little ground ball, and it's going to be the second baseman trying to make a play on that one. You got to wonder what happened to the pitcher there. So Backman safe at first, does a good job running, and Shaw should have really grabbed that one. Not quite sure what happened. Here comes Sid Fernandez with the bases loaded. Fernandez is hitting 400, but that's not going to last. It's 0-2 on him quickly. Inside, 1-2. And that should have been strike 3. They're calling that one that slider outside, 2-2. Fouled away again. And there's a swing and a miss. Down he goes. Shaw has struck out 2. We go to the top of the third. Still no score. Up is Roy McMillan against Sid. And it's fouled to the right side, 0-1. High, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Fouled away, 2-2 now the count. That's hit deep to right. Darryl goes back. Strawberry's got that one away. Up is Bob Shaw, the pitcher. And there's a ball high. They're saying that the wind is blowing out there to right. That's why that looks so deep. 2-0 the count. And it's 3-0. Sid, you got to throw a strike to the pitcher. There's a strike, 3-1. And no swing on that. So the pitcher gets the walk. Shaw walks. And that doesn't look so good. Fernandez having some problems with the control. Just swing and a miss by Tommy Aaron. 0-1. And there's another strike. Good changeup. 0-2. There's a curve away for a ball. 1-2. Ground ball to Backman. He goes to second for 1, but there's no throw at first as Shaw has a good slide. And so there's 2 away. Up here is Joe Adcock. And Tommy Aaron may be thinking about going to second. Maybe not. We'll see. There's a ball high. 1-1 on Adcock. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. And there's another swing and a miss. Down he goes. 3 strikeouts for Fernandez, and we go to the bottom of the third. And here he is again. Lenny Dykstra hitting 375. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Ground ball over to short, or second rather. Bowling throws to first. 1 away. Up is Mookie again. Ball outside. Mookie, of course, with the eye injury in spring training, and that's outside again, 2-0. 3-0, and he's going to take this one. Always looking for a way to get on base, and there's a strike. 3-1 the count. That's hit over left field, but foul. Full count. And that's low, and Shaw has walked his first, and that puts Mookie on at first. Let's see if he can run. Throw to first. He's back in time. Down he goes, and he's got this one stolen. Mookie Wilson gets his first steal of the season. He's now in scoring position here for Hernandez. That's a foul ball to the left side, 0-2. There's a ball inside, 1-2. Heck of a pitch to take. There's a ground ball to Bowling at second, who throws to first. Wilson moves to third. 2 away, and here comes Darryl. Strawberry struck out last time, takes the ball high. 37 strikeouts this season. There's a strike, 1-1. Fouled away, it's 1-2. Strawberry seems to be magnetically attracted to strikes, but that is hit deep to right. The wind has that one. There you go. Darryl Strawberry with a big home run. That's the other thing that Darryl's capable of doing. Just look at this one, 454 feet, and that baby left the ballpark. My goodness. 2-0 Mets after Strawberry announces his presence in the loudest way possible. There he does a little bit of a trot as he goes home. And then he walks through Mookie Wilson because everybody's transparent in this world. Not sure why the Mets are all wearing Cubs uniforms in the dugout, but that's all right. Here comes Gary Carter. 2-0 Mets. There's a strike in the knees, 0-1. Fouled away, 0-2 on Gary. Outside, 1-2. Outside again, 2-2. Fouled away. It's a 2-2 count still. And that misses. It's a full count now on Gary. Swing and a miss. Down goes Carter, and we go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 now Mets, and it'll be Hank Aaron up here against Sid, and there's a strike down the middle. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2, but watch out. He's got power. Can go to right. He goes to left with this one, and it's curving, but Wilson has that for the out, one away. Eddie Matthews up there now, and he takes a strike, 0-1. Hit over to left field, foul. It is fouled, 0-2. It has popped up. Infield, it's going to be Backman grabbing that, 2 away, and here is Del Crandall. Popped up to right. Strawberry coming in hard. He's got it. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 2-0 Mets. Here comes Ray Knight. Swing and a miss, 0-1. And that's outside, 1-1. 1-2, that's called a strike. He checked his swing, didn't matter. Fouled away, it's still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and down goes Knight. He looked pretty bad in that at-bat. 1 away, here's Santana. That's a ball low. And there's a strike, almost the same place with that pitch. There's another strike, it's 1-2. You think that a game would have robotic umpires, right? As low, 2-2 the count. And that one hit Santana. That got away from Shaw, clearly. So Santana goes to first, and that'll bring up Wally Backman. There's a curve low, 1-0. There's a ground ball off the mound, and it's going to be a base hit for Santana. Bowling had no chance on that one, and that'll bring up Sid Fernandez now with only 1 away, and it's bunting time, and the infield is in. He bunts this one foul. It's 0-1. The corners are in, they're telling me. There's a good bunt, and it's Shaw fielding it, throwing over to first. Bowling, who's covering at it, grabs the throw and makes the tag of the bag. 2 away. Runners on second and third for Lenny. Let's see if they pitch to him. They do, and there's a swing and a miss by Dykstra. 0-1. He's 0-2. And he's 0-3 now as there's a ground ball to McMillan, who throws to first, and we go to the top of the 5th inning. Still 2-0 Mets. Up comes Frank Bowling against Fernandez. That's a ball up and in, 1-0. And there's a strike, 1-1. Another strike, 1-2 the count. Up and in, 2-2. Ground ball to second, Backman to first, 1 gone. Mac Jones now takes the strike, 0-1. He's hitting only, .212 this season. There's another strike, 0-2. Fouled away just barely, still 0-2. And that just misses the outside corner, 1-2. That is into right field for a base hit. So here in the top of the 5th, the Braves have their first base hit of the ball game, and that'll bring up Roy McMillan. We go into a double play depth, if I can click the right button. McMillan, who's coming up, is hitting .247, but he's been really, really cold as of late. He takes a strike and then pops this one up, foul, left field side, 0-2. That is foul to the right now. Curve just misses outside. Where was that pitch? That's down and in. That curve misses again inside, 3-2. And there's ball 4. I'm not sure where that last one missed either, and so lots of questions, but it was that curve that should have been strike 3 that was called a ball that really makes you hold your head in your hands. Fernandez is now walked 2, and I got to wonder about this umpiring. That's a pop-up bunt from Shaw, and Fernandez has it. There's 2 away, and here's Tommy Aaron. There's a ball to Tommy, and that's blasted to center, but it's Dykstra who's got it for the out. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 Mets. Here comes Mookie. walked and stole a base last time up. It takes a strike, and then scored as Strawberry hit the big home run. Fouled away. It's 0-2. A little ground ball over to second, and Bowling throws to first. One away. Here's Hernandez, who's 0 for 2. That's a rarity. Swings and fouls one back. 0-1. There's another strike. It's 0-2. Inside. 1-2. Low. 2-2. I tell you, Shaw's got this motion that puts you to sleep. And there's another fastball. Full count. That's inside, ball 4. So Hernandez figures out a way to get on, and here's Strawberry. Let's have some fun. Playing run and hit, and that one's fouled away. 0-1. There's a strike, and we were playing run and hit, and that gets Hernandez thrown out trying to steal second, so now it's 0-2. That's low. 1-2 the count. Fouled away. Still 1-2. Low. 2-2. Fouled away. I tell you, Shaw has been feeding him a diet of nothing but off speed, curve, curve, change, curve. There's another one. That was another curve. High, and it's a full count now on Darryl. That's hit over to right field. It's going to bounce in there for a base hit. That'll be a single for Strawberry. So with 2 outs, here comes Carter again. Strawberry on at first. Only 2-0 Mets. 6 hits for the Mets. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And that's hit over to center, and that's going to be really easy for Hank Aaron. He catches that for the out. We go to the top of the 6th inning. 2-0 Mets. Here's Joe Adcock. There's a curve low to Joe, 1-0. And that's high and away, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1 the count. Another one at the knees, it's 2-2. And it's a full count now on Adcock. Swing and a miss, down he goes. That's number 4 for Hernandez. 1 away, and here's Hank Aaron. Always dangerous, and there's a strike called to Aaron. Fernandez has thrown 79 pitches. We're in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, down he goes. So that's number 5 collected by Fernandez, and here's Matthews. Ball high. High again, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss, it's 2-2. Fouled away just barely, still 2-2. Fly ball left field, foul. Swing and a miss, way off balance. So Fernandez strikes out the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th, still 2-0 Mets. Up comes Ray Knight. There's a little fly ball over to center. Hank Aaron's got that easily, 1 away. Up next is going to be Rafael Santana, who's 1 for 1 today. Little pop-up, curving, right field, out of play. There's the ball, 1-1. Hit over to left, and that's going to be foul again, so it's 1-2. Comebacker. This time the pitcher, Shaw, grabs it and throws to first, 2 away, and up comes Wally Backman. There's a strike to Backman. He's 2 for 2 today. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2, so he's fallen behind quickly. And that's inside, 1-2. Little ground ball over to second. Bowling throws to first, and that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th inning. 2-0 Mets. Here's Crandall. Del Crandall takes the ball, and then a strike. 1-1. Foul ball, left field line. 1-2. That just misses. 2-2. And that one is through to the right side. That'll be another base hit. Second one of the game for the Braves. And that brings up Frank Bowling. So we go into double play depth. Let's see if we can get 2 here. There's a double play ground ball, and instead Santana decides to throw to first. He throws wildly, which allows both runners to be safe. It'll bring up Mac Jones. So another poor play by Santana. 2 errors in this ball game for the Mets. And there's a strike to the knees. 0-1. There's another strike. It's 0-2. There's strike 3 called in the changeup, and Jones is not happy about that. There's 2 away. 7 strikeouts for Fernandez. And I was about to say with Santana is there's a strike to McMillan. I can see the reason why Davey Johnson wanted to bring up Kevin Elster. Fly ball to center. That's going to land in front of Dykstra for a base hit. The runners advance 1 base, and the bases are loaded now with 1 away for Bob Shaw. And we have to watch out because we might have either a bunt or we might have a possibility for a double play. First pitch is popped up, and it's going to be Fernandez grabbing that. 2 away, and here comes Tommy Aaron. Base is still loaded. That's away. 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. Hit over to right field. Foul. 1-2. High. 2-2. And that was high for ball 3. I'm not sure how that one missed. This is hit over to left. Mookie cannot get that, but he fields it well off the carom. 1 run scores. It's going to be a double, and 2 score, and 3 runs score now. It's 3-2 Braves. They'll bring up Joe Adcock. 3-2. This game has been turned around. There's a strike to Adcock. And a little pop-up. It's going to be Hernandez making the catch. He does grab it for the out, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. So the Mets, as well as the Mets have been playing so far, are down 3-2 here to Milwaukee. Up comes Sid Fernandez. Takes a strike, 0-1. Playing well, but they're not playing extremely well. 1-1 the count. What are we going to do against Los Angeles? There's a ground ball into second base side, and Bowling grabs it, throws to first, 1 away. Here comes Dykstra. No hits for Dykstra. That's been part of the problem. This is fouled away. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Inside, 1-2. Fouled away, 1-2 again. Hit over to center. I don't think it's going to drop now. Aaron's got it. 2 away. Here's Wilson. And there's a ball inside, 1-0. 6 hits for the Mets, only 2 runs. 2-0 the count now on Wilson, and those 2 runs came because of Strawberry's monster home run. Ground ball to McMillan at short, who throws to first, and we go to the top of the 8th. It'll be Hank Aaron. And there's a ball low to him. 109 pitches for Fernandez, and that's high. 2-0. 3-0, that one misses. And that's way inside for ball 4. So not too bad necessarily to walk Aaron. 3rd walk of the game for Fernandez against 7 strikeouts. There's a strike to Eddie Matthews. And that's hit down the left field line, but just foul, fortunately. 0-2. It's golfed over to right, and Strawberry has no play on that one. There's a throw into second, and everybody stays. They stay at first and second, and that'll bring up Del Crandall, and we'll go back to double play depth and hope that we get a little ground ball. And there's a fastball low, 1-0. There's one high, 2-0. Ground foul, 2-1. Pop up. Hernandez makes the catch, 1 away. And up now is Frank Bowling. Fouls 2 pitches off right away, 0-2. And there's strike 3 called. That was a high strike, but they called it anyway. 2 gone. Here comes Mac Jones, top of the 8th. Runners on at first and second for the Braves. A little fly ball over to left field. Mookie's got that for the out, and we will go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Up comes Keith Hernandez against Bob Shaw. Shaw has pitched pretty well so far, giving up 6 hits, 2 runs, and there's a ball to Hernandez, 1-0. It's hit over foul. First base line is 1-1. 2 walks and 4 strikeouts for Shaw. Not as flashy as Fernandez, but it gets the job done. That's a little pop-up. Crandall's got that for the out, 1 away. Up is Strawberry. There's a strike right in there to Strawberry, 0-1. And a ball outside, 1-1. Crandall being a little careful with him. It's fouled away. It's 1-2, and he's got Darryl set up. That's low, 2-2. Low again, full count. There's a pop-up that was in his wheelhouse, and it's going to be the first baseman, Adcock, making the catch. 2 away, and here's Carter. There's a ball low, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1 to Gary. Inside, 2-1. At the knees, it's 2-2. And that's wrapped up the middle for a base hit. That's number 7 for the Mets. And the nice thing about this lineup is that the Mets are dangerous no matter where you're at. Here comes Ray Knight, who's 1 for 3. And there's a strike to Ray, 0-1. Little ground ball third base side, and there goes the throw to second base to Bowling for the out. We go to the top of the 9th inning. It's still a 3-2 lead for the Braves. Here comes McMillan, who takes the ball high, 1-0. There's another one he lays off of 2-0. And there's a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss, it's 2-2. That's a deep to right. Darryl goes back. Darryl goes back. Well, so much for that. 4-2 now Braves. That's going to be the end for Sid Fernandez. 4-2, and he gave it a valiant effort, but unfortunately it's just not his day. So 4-2 ball game, and they're going to put Joe Torre into hit. And we are going to take a look. Yeah, we want to have, see if I remember this right, we want to have a righty to pitch against him. I think that it's going to be Aguilera who's going to come into this ball game instead of worrying about McDowell. So it'll be Aguilera who comes in. Let's see if we can get the next 3 outs. There's a strike to Torre, 0-1. There's a ball, 1-1. Joe Torre hitting 182. 2-1. Better manager than a player. Ground ball to short. Santana on to first, 1 away. Here comes Tommy Aaron. Here's the ball low. And that's crushed to center. Dykstra's going to have to play this one off the carom. That's a double at least for Aaron, and this throw is going to go in third base side to try to stop him from advancing. So Tommy Aaron with a big double. That's the 7th hit of the game for the Braves. And up comes Adcock. Aguilera greets him with a strike, and then there's a foul ball down the right side, 0-2. And he holds up barely. Aguilera has struck out only 2 so far this season. Fouled away again. Still 0-2, or 1-2, I'm sorry. And boy, that one's just right out of the reach of Knight. It's a line drive to left. Wilson throws home, but it's not in time, and now it's 5-2 Braves, and this is turning into a romp. Hank Aaron up there now takes the ball inside and crushes this one over to left. That is gone. So it's 4 runs here in the top of the 9th inning for the Braves, and that's going to be it for him. We're going to put Randy Neiman back in this game and see what we can do. No, I don't want to look at Orozco. I want to pick up Neiman and see if Randy can't get a couple of guys out. I tell you, Aguilera has not impressed me with his work in the bullpen. 4 runs given up in that inning. 3 of them belong to Rick. There's a ball inside and a ball outside. 2-0. There's a strike to Matthews, 2-1. There's the pop-up. And it's going to be Santana grabbing that for the out, 2 away. And here comes Del Crandall. There's a strike in there to Crandall. And that's low, 1-1. I thought that first pitch was a little bit low. Outside 2-0. It was low. There's a pop-up. It's going to be Backman grabbing that for the out. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and look at this. It's Lou Burdette coming into this game. I guess he's going to be your save man. I'm not quite sure. Lou Burdette comes in to try to get the last 3 outs, and here comes Santana, who takes the change low, 1-0. And that's a strike, 1-1. Almost the same place. That's golfed over to left. It will be an easy play there for Tommy Aaron, 1 away. Wally Backman up now, 1 away. And there's a ball low. And there's a strike. Mets down by 5. 2-1. 3-1 now. There's another strike. Full count. That's hit over to the right side for a base hit. So Backman says, I don't want to make one of these outs. And that'll bring up Randy Neiman. We're going to put Foster in here as a pinch hitter because he's still on the team. that we forget sometimes. Here comes George Foster against the righty. There's a strike to him, 0-1. And that's a wild pitch, I think. It is a wild pitch by Burdett, and Backman goes to second. So runner on at second now, 7-2 Braves. This baby's popped up. Who's going to grab it? Third baseman's got it. It's going to be Matthews, and there's 2 away. And up is Dykstra, who's 0 for 4. So Hernandez 0 for 3, Dykstra 0 for 4. Those are the key guys. And it's another wild pitch by Lou Burdett. So Backman now goes to third. 1-1 now. And this is fouled to the left side. It's 1-2 now on Lenny. Fouled away. It's still 1-2. Fouled away again. That's low, 2-2. And it's outside, full count now on Dykstra. Fouls one away again. So good at bat, working off these pitches, but we need to go home here. And there's a ground ball over to the first baseman, and Adcock goes to the bag himself, and that does it. So the Braves end up winning this one. You can't win them all, I know that. Mets look pretty pathetic, losing 7-2. This was one of the worst games I've seen so far this season by this team. They did wind up with 8 hits, which is good, including that big home run by Strawberry, but just couldn't get it done. Braves were simply better in this game, and we'll see what happens with the next one. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.